My first 100 days of my freshman year. I was so nervous because I had been out of high school for already over a year. So me jumping back into college was a huge transition for me because I had no idea what to expect anymore. I had everything on point, my hair, my outfit, my makeup, everything. And by the end of that day, I was so done with just everything that had just happened. After a week, I finally moved into my new house in Bowling Springs. And honestly, that was kind of one of the biggest mistakes that I made. Studying was definitely one of the hardest things that I had to get back in the routine of just because I had gone so long without doing it. Since I live in Bowling Springs, traffic and accidents was a definite norm, and it made me late for school almost every single day. I found that my backyard was my number one place to study, and it was so peaceful, and I loved it until all of a sudden it got cold, and then bugs started popping up out of nowhere, giving me many heart attacks. A huge decision that I ended up having to make was to drop my college algebra class just because me and my professor were just not connecting and I could not learn. On the other hand, my English teacher kept giving me B pluses when I know I deserved an A. Another big part of my college career is definitely my job since it takes up all of my time and it makes studying, learning, having a life in general 10 times harder just because my classes are Monday through Thursday and I work Saturday through Sunday. I even work night shifts a lot, and so whenever I had to go to work the next day, it was absolutely horrible. All of a sudden, one morning, I heard a loud thud, and I go to my roommate's room, and I see him, and I thought he was at work, and I see him on the floor, and he was too lazy to get up. He also tried burning down my house a few weeks later by thinking that putting a pot on the stove with boiling water and putting it on broil to try to clean the countertop would be easier and faster, not realizing that that's how fires start. All of a sudden, exams crept up on me, and it was just absolutely horrible. My puppies are definitely a huge part of my life because they bring me absolutely joy and they are completely the most derpiest dogs that I have ever met. But I love them with all of my might, even if my puppy decides to try to steal my cookies. My boyfriend is definitely my rock and he will always be my rock. He helps me throughout the whole transitioning into college and he helps me study and everything. We have been together for almost 2 years now and I don't know what I would do without him. Next semester he will be going off to the Navy, so I have no idea exactly what I'm going to be doing with myself. I'm a part of CAB, so I almost always have to go to the events, and I have to go to my office hours like every single week. My outfit was totally on point in this picture, and I just absolutely love it. I realized by laying out on a bench that I'm really short because I had so much leg room. Zach ended up actually stepping on my sunglasses and ruined them, and those are my favorite sunglasses. Rocktoberfest finally came and I was the one that had to run the bull ride. It was so much fun at first, and I guess people just don't realize just how unorganized Rocktoberfest really was. It ran smooth at first, and then all of a sudden, when it got towards night, the second shift never came in, and so we had to stay over on our shifts, which ended at 7, and it was so cold, and it was just ridiculous. And that's really what made me just completely give up on cabs, just because of how unorganized they were that night. I found out also that bagels and cream cheese is an awesome food to study with. I also forgot that fall break was when it was, so I woke up frantically thinking that I was late for school, and then I realized what day it was, and I was so mad at myself that I just completely forgot. Halloween finally came, and I went to the store to try to find some candy for those little kids, and I found my this bag that had all of my favorite candies in it, and I thought that was the greatest thing ever. I ended up going trick or treating with my godchild, and we had so much fun, and he was so adorable. My laptop, my favorite laptop, ended up dying every single time I tried to do something for a university. I don't know what it was about this class, but it just kept dying. And right when the test came around, the second one, it finally decided to officially die, and that was the most stressful day that I had to deal with, I believe, throughout my whole college first 100 days. If you guys know or watch Grey's Anatomy, you will understand the pure anger and frustration that it will bring you, especially within the last season, because everyone is dying or has died. I ended up somehow breaking my safety glasses, and I have no idea how. My car ended up actually trying to break down on me and leaking antifreeze, so I had to drive my mom's van to go get it fixed and go get all the stuff for it, and it was absolutely just the greatest day ever. We ended up hating on Casey a little bit by bringing up her past YouTube videos, and it made sitting down for the service learning project so much fun and made it go by a little bit faster. I seem to not ever realize and remember that procrastination solves nothing. And I end up doing my papers last minute every single time. So maybe that's why I keep getting B pluses on them. I spent literally all day on my research paper, and that is my absolute baby for doing that. In lab, we end up testing our semicircular canals, and it was so much fun watching them just completely almost fall on our faces. I am one of those people who wait in line for Black Friday, so I was literally sitting in the line studying for my anatomy final exam, and everyone was looking at me like I was a retard for just having flashcards and everything.